Hey you guys, there's a million things that I want to be doing right now that do not include recording Battleground, but I went into Battleground real quick to grab a few fights, a little bit of honor, and I saw Enchantress in there, and I just had to get a fight in, so I threw the recording on. Just want a little taste, you know, just want to fight one Odin before Class Wars and get a feel for everything, the resistances and whatnot, so I'm glad I saw her. That said, as far as resistances go, you know, I have to protect against light and dark against Odin. Right now is a really good time for me to be fighting these sylphs because I have some of my Class Wars dimensions started up. So I have 20 levels on an expert light dimension and 20 levels on an expert dark dimension. So my protection with the level 10 crystals is really pretty good. I don't know where Enchantress is at with that. It doesn't seem like her resistances are anything special, but again, it's really difficult for me to figure out you know, what's going on with the resistances right now. It's very clear that they don't do as much lately, so it could be that her resistance is high and it just doesn't do anything. So the Delphics are coming up. I get a Death Harvest out, knock out the kid, and get my Guardian Rune out just in time. There's one Delphic, eats quite a few awakening points, and the second one is coming up. Here it is. And so I'm very glad that my Guardian Rune was up for that. She doesn't have much of a choice. If she wants to use both Delphic, she has to use them in pretty close succession because she only has so many awakening points. I am a little bit surprised that she didn't manage to get one of the Delphics out while I was still out of Sylph mode, since it took me a while to catch up to her and go into Sylph, but I don't know. Not totally sure there. Get a stun, which is good for her because it doesn't allow me to do as much in Sylph mode, and I have a lot more awakening points, so I would like to be able to deal a lot of Sylph damage to her, but it doesn't work out. Out of Sylph mode, you know, wanting to heal, you know, don't need to do it super immediately. It doesn't look like she's gonna one-shot me with any of her class skills, but definitely thinking about it. So I get a stun here using Ice Bolt, and that's one thing that mages can do to, especially ones with pretty good influence, is try to get a stun out, and while your opponent is stunned, then go ahead and use your heals. That makes sure that, you know, I know for sure that Enchantress has a Chaos Rune at this point, and so that makes sure that she can't Chaos me while I'm trying to heal and steal one of my heals. That would be very, very bad if I go ahead and give her one of my crit heals. So I have to be a little bit careful. You know, I'm not super generous with the number of restores that I use. For the most part, I'm relying on my runes. Here, actually, if I got a stun there, she'd be in big, big trouble. Now she gets a deflect, and I almost get her. She throws that heal rune in time. Nice little crit there. But here comes the damage. So this Delphic will heal her. Let's see how much it's for. 289k crit for me, and she heals back 200, yeah, almost 290k. There, I throw my Guardian Rune and it doesn't work. I don't know why. I just... this game. But anyway, her Delphic doesn't crit, so I don't die. That's pretty fortunate. And right here, she almost gets her shield out, but I get a nice Sylph crit right there and finish things off. So big good game to Enchantress. That was a really fun fight. Really could have gone either way had, you know, anything, you know, slipped up or gone differently. A crit here, crit there, or a deflect, something like that. So here's a stat comparison. Of course, Enchantress has a ton more BR. You know, I wouldn't take BRs too seriously. Everybody's like, oh, you're beating all these people with so much more BR than you do. That's only true to a point. You know, most of it is a lot of... It's not like fake BR, but it is fake BR. It's just the sylphs, you know, especially the merged sylphs, Odin and all these fancier red sylphs and things, boost up their BR a lot, but don't really contribute to their player stats that much. And then if you start thinking about, you know, they have this red Odin and then probably have some other very fancy sylph that goes on their kid, and so now all of a sudden their kid has a bunch of fake BR. So yeah, the player strength is a little bit I mean, the player BR is not super reflective of what stats they have. As far as stat comparison goes, I think Enchantress is stronger than I am in most places except for attack, and that's really important. You know, I have, let's see here, 60, no, actually over 30k more magical attack than she does, at least in ranking BR compared to my current one, and so that makes a huge difference. Of course, she has a ton more HP than I do, but that's pretty typical of knights, and she also has an orange artifact, and that might have some Holy Forge on it for all I know, so so that's very tough to deal with. But anyway, a big thanks to Enchantress for fighting me, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Lots more to come. Take care, and have a very good day.